Welcome to Exam Sale. This short guide walks you through the HPE Aruba Certified Switching Associate syllabus so you know exactly what to study and how to prioritize. The exam covers 7 domains with these exact weights: identify, describe, and apply switching fundamentals 17%, identify, describe, and apply VLANs 17%, identify, describe, and apply spanning tree 17%, identify, describe, and apply Aruba AOSCX management and monitoring 16%, identify, describe, and apply IP routing fundamentals 13%, identify, describe, and apply link aggregation 10%, and identify, describe, and apply Aruba solutions 10%. Assessments combine conceptual questions, scenario-based items, and hands-on tasks, so expect labs and CLI configuration checks. Use the suggested learning hours to plan study time and focus on both theory and practical configuration. Identify, describe, and apply switching fundamentals is weighted 17%, labeled medium difficulty with 8 estimated learning hours and conceptual plus scenario-based assessment. Candidates will learn Ethernet technologies, the OSI model mapping to TCP/IP, Ethernet frame structure, and Layer 2 addressing and frame forwarding. You will practice MAC address table operation and aging, understand collision versus broadcast domains, set duplex and auto negotiation, and complete initial AOSCX switch setup tasks in scenario exercises. Identify, describe, and apply VLANs is weighted 17%, medium difficulty with 10 estimated learning hours and hands-on plus conceptual assessment. You will master 802.1q VLAN tagging and encapsulation, configure access and trunk ports, and create VLAN memberships for segmentation. The domain covers voice VLAN and LLDP MED integration, switch virtual interface configuration, and interVLAN routing concepts including router on a stick versus multi-layer switching for practical deployment scenarios. Identify, describe, and apply spanning tree is weighted 17%, hard difficulty with 12 estimated learning hours and hands-on plus conceptual assessment. Expect in-depth study of STP, RSTP, and MSTP variants, the root bridge election process, and port roles like root, designated, alternate, and backup. You will configure and tune timers, enable BPDU guard, root guard, and loop guard, manage MSTP instances and regions, and optimize convergence with admin edge and port fast practices. Identify, describe, and apply Aruba AOSCX management and monitoring is weighted 16%, medium difficulty with 10 estimated learning hours and hands-on plus conceptual assessment. This domain teaches CLI navigation, configuration management, and the AOSCX Web UI dashboard for visualization. You will deploy network analytics engine agents and monitors, integrate Aruba NetEdit for bulk changes, configure local and remote AAA, secure management access with SSH and SSL/TLS, and perform firmware upgrades and syslog diagnostics. Identify, describe, and apply IP routing fundamentals is weighted 13%, medium difficulty with 10 estimated learning hours and conceptual plus scenario-based assessment. Learn IP routing table lookups and the longest match rule, administrative distance and metric comparison, and static and default route configuration. The domain also covers link state versus distance vector principles, basic OSPF single area setup, router ID and passive interface settings, and verifying neighbor states and the LSDB in troubleshooting scenarios. Identify, describe, and apply link aggregation is weighted 10%, medium difficulty with 6 estimated learning hours and hands-on plus conceptual assessment. You will configure LACP and static lags, understand how load balancing hash algorithms affect traffic distribution, and provision virtual switching framework topologies. The curriculum includes VSF member roles, adding members and links, and troubleshooting aggregation and stacking issues to ensure redundancy and bandwidth scaling. Identify, describe, and apply Aruba solutions is weighted 10%, easy difficulty with 4 estimated learning hours and conceptual plus scenario-based assessment. This final domain introduces the Aruba switching portfolio and AOSCX modular software architecture, hardware families, and cloud versus on-premises management options. You will review mobile-first architecture components, REST API programmability, and dynamic segmentation concepts so you can align product choices to real deployment scenarios. That wraps up the syllabus overview. Prioritize hands-on labs, allocate study hours based on domain weights, and focus on the practical topics highlighted to pass the HP Aruba Certified Switching Associate exam.